Hi, to all the C pros out there. This is Alex Tagliani, and I'm very excited to tell you about a new journey I'm taking, and I'm going to bring you along with me.
All right, man. How are you, buddy?
Good, how are you?
I'm so happy to see you. I feel like a kid in a toy store. I mean, look at all these Bowers and Wilkins box.
It's nice to be back. You're surrounded by speakers.
They're everywhere. Listen, but I'm a bit concerned, right? Because first of all, I was flipping out. Like I came in the house, I saw all these big square holes in the theater. I think I know now by looking at the box. So this is a bag box, right? It goes up in the ceiling.
Yep.
And that's why the holes have to be so big.
Exactly. Yeah. So what this guy does is it's not just a piece of plastic. This guy actually sits in the ceiling, flush with the drywall, and your speaker goes inside. What this does is it creates an insulation around the speaker. It keeps sound from going into the floor above you or to the rooms beside you, as well as helps diffuse the audio down throughout the room.
I can see that, obviously the speaker gets plugged in, but the wires are going in here too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing. I mean, it's
a nice piece of kit for sure.
Yeah, it's probably a lot easier also to install once this is in there, right?
Yeah, you got to make sure your measurements are correct and everything is straight because it's square. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky, but once you're...
I know that it comes as a kit, but the speaker won't be as effective without
not
this,
even close.
right? Okay,
not even close.
Okay, so we saw the box. I mean, they're cool. I love them. But this is like, oh, come on, look at this. This is an amazing piece of engineering, don't you think?
Yeah, they're beautiful.
It's amazing. So obviously they're going to be up in the ceiling like this, right?
Yep, they're up in the ceiling, and the idea is that they're actually pointed down towards the listening area. So home theater, Dolby Atmos 9.2.
Okay. I stop you there, right there. So we're putting this Dolby Atmos 9.2.
You know what's 9.2, Alex?
No.
9 speakers, 2 subwoofers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I just learned something.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, guys? 9 speakers, 2 subwoofer, 9.2. Oh my god, I feel like so stupid. But my question is, all right, so you know, like, happy wife, happy life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there was no way that in this house the basement was going to be turned into a dedicated man cave, right, for a theater. But also for practicality, we wanted something, just more design, modern, entertaining area. There's a gym also,
Yep.
Our staircase, our floating staircase, so it's all open space. How do you create, obviously a good sound, feeling of a theater in a place that it's not dedicated to be a theater?
Right, so everything is very carefully engineered. When you're talking about a Dolby Atmos system, even without the open space concept, it's really important to have everything properly measured. Backboxes play a big part in that, diffusing the sound properly throughout the room. Everything, you don't want speakers too close together, you don't want them too far away, and...
9 speakers,
yeah.
That's amazing. I get it. So I have speakers coming from the back, right?
Yep.
Because so I'm watching a movie, a car go by.
A race car. Right?
A race car, right? And so I hear this, like 3D. I know what 3D is. I watch on TV what 3D and 2D. But 3D with sound. Is it the 9 speakers that are creating the 3D?
It is.
It is
Absolutely.
the 9 speaker.
Yeah.
So with 8 speaker, you cannot have 3D.
You can, but it's off balance now with 8 speakers.
Okay.
Because you've got a left channel, a right channel, you have a center channel, and then you have 2 side channels, 2 rear channels,
and these speakers, they're not just for the back, obviously, because if there's 9, I have some coming from the side as well.
Yep.
Right? So the ones from the side, are they also going to give rear background noise?
Yeah, I mean, the idea is that just like you're in a 3D room right now, if something makes a sound over there, the sound comes from over there. The idea is to simulate that so that when you're watching a movie, you're really in the movie. If there's a gunshot or a car that starts over there, it's coming from over there.
So you'll feel like you're going to be in the movie.
Yeah.
And that's pretty amazing to do because obviously, we're giving you a lot of hard time, and that's because my buddy at Eagle Century worked with you guys.
Yeah.
They've done some of my properties in Vegas. I've been with Bowers and Wilkins for 10 years, and I mean, it's an amazing product, but this particular project was quite tricky, to make the feel of a theater, but in non-dedicated theater rooms, and that's what everybody goes right now. I mean,
it's all in the planning.
yeah, exactly.
All in the planning, having the right product, putting it in the right place. It's really all in the details.
So these particular speakers, why did you decide to go with that and then with this one? How do you know that this was going to be a perfect match with, the CWM 8.3 in the front and then these in the back and the side? And so who decides all that?
Well, this is all very carefully engineered by Bowers and Wilkins. They're talking about putting the right product for the right situation every time. Bowers and Wilkins in this scenario, it's not just a speaker. It's really a speaker that's built for a purpose.
Okay.
You have one that's meant for a front channel or a side channel speaker. In this case, we have our surround speakers. Everything is carefully selected so that the product matches the situation.
So guys, have you heard this? So it went from me to OhmSync to Bowers and Wilkins. Even Eagle Sentry was involved. So choosing a product is really important, but then having also the right suggestion and also the right knowledge before you finish the job on what you want to have is very important. That being said, I don't know if you know, but I'm leaving for Indianapolis, right? So I really want to be in this house. Sorry guys if it took so long for the video to come. The project is amazing. There's nobody more than me, my wife, my kid that we want to move, but I have to race at Indianapolis first. And Bowers & Wilkins just came out with a P5 limited edition for the 100 running of the Indianapolis 500.
The earphones.
Yeah, headphones.
Yeah,
so
they look sharp.
Yeah, they look sharp.
Yeah.
And we are going to come back after the race. I had to race first. After the month of May, we're coming back with talking about screen, talking about projector, more speaker stuff. And as we go here shortly, we will be able to show you a finished product, the way it's going to look, the way it's going to sound, and we're going to go with all the components too. Because by the way, I built you this really good little big box for all the components, right? The control rooms. So we'll show you that, the way they're doing it, as they're doing it. Thanks for listening, everybody at C-Pro. We love you guys. And we're gonna just keep you updated on more new stuff.